Greetings and welcome to this video. I'm not sure what to call this reading. It's not going to be a weekly reading or anything like that. I wanted to touch base with you guys and see how you're doing and just can you give you a general reading for wherever you are right now. I asked the universe to just give me the most important information for whoever gets this video, however they get it, however you got it. I really just love and appreciate you being here regardless, okay? This is not one of those channels where I'm going to be stopping every 5 seconds to ask you to subscribe and like. If you feel like doing that, that's fine. It does help the YouTube algorithm, help other people find this video and find the channel. But that's not why I'm here. This is not a monetized channel. This will never be a monetized channel. The only reason why I'm here is because you are here. So thank you for whether you're new here or returning for years. I love you and appreciate you. And the only thing that I am doing here is making sure that I give you as much love and support and encouragement as I possibly can. So let's get into this reading, guys. And I'm just going to give you a little heads up. All right. It looks really scary to begin with, but it's not. It's not. It's lying. Okay. So here we go. Ready? All right, here we go. First card is the Nine of Swords, and we know even if you don't have any clue what tarot is, you can just look at this picture in front of you and feel the waves of despair and anguish, anxiety, confusion, frustration, nightmares. I mean, not sleeping, insomnia, if you're having issues with insomnia. This is the energy that we're leaving. This is the energy that's moving out of our lives, moving out of the collective completely. All right? All we have to do is flip on the light switch. Just turn on the light. There are no monsters in that closet. I guarantee you. Just turn on the light and open the door. This is the energy that we are leaving. Okay? We understand that anytime we are in that space where we're in our heads, that's the Swords energy, full on air in your head, in your mind, in your brain. Those little loops, those little circles that we just get lost in, we start repeating the same stories, the same scenarios. It's time to move. It's time to get out of there. So we're going to flip on the light. We're going to start the healing process. We're going to start, and also looking for the new beginnings. So there's always a new step to take. There's always a new path to start on. Always, always, always. We just have to decide to turn on the light. So where are we going out of this energy? Well, of course. Why not? We go from the head to the heart, because who is smarter? Of course, you're absolutely right. It is the heart. I just love the Queen of Cups picture. I am a water sign, so I identify obviously with it, but so much love, so much compassion and nurturing. She is intently focused on this cup in front of her, putting in all of that energy of love and encouragement and support so that we can keep dipping into that cup. So as we're coming out of our, head space and that nastiness, we are coming into a place where we can connect with our heart. So take your right or left hand, I don't have a preference, put it on your heart right now while I'm talking to you, and just feel your heart beating under your hand. And just kind of connect with that. We forget to do that every now and then. We have very little regulation over what our heart is doing. Literally, as well as, in the emotional space as well as in the physical space. But I will tell you right now that when you make that connection, when you put your hand on your heart and you actually start noticing the heartbeats and make that connection between your head and your heart, you can hear your intuition so strongly, and you may get instant little pictures in your head, or you may hear an actual, almost sounds like an instruction, You need to call that person. You need to send that email. You need to go to that place. Whatever it is. That's the Queen of Cups putting that energy into her cup for you. That Akashic record file, specific file location for you, for where you are right now. All of that information is available to you. You just need to pay attention to your heart and get out of your headspace for just a minute. It doesn't have to be forever, because you do need to have that heart-brain coherence. So once you hear that intuitive nudge, check. How do you feel? If when you hear the thing that says you should call that person, do you feel dread? Or do you kind of feel excitement a little bit? Maybe fear. Okay, we have to remember fear is just another way of defining excitement. You can be afraid to get on a roller coaster, or you can be excited about getting on it. It's the same feeling physically. It's the same chemical process that's happening. Get a whole adrenaline rush going, regardless of whether you're looking at it positively or negatively. So let's start looking at the light. Let's stop looking at all the shadow. We have been working on our shadows. We've been doing all of that. Now it's time to move into the light. Okay? And how are we going to do that? Well, we start at the beginning. So again, we are way seriously in emotion and heart energy here with the Ace of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups cup flowing over for us. This is our opportunity for that new connection, that new experience, that new direction, that new place. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? How do you want your life to look? How much time have you put into asking yourself those questions and writing down? And I mean, picking up a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or a crayon or a marker, I don't care. Jot down the answers. Where do you want to be in a month? Let's not push it out a year, 5 years, 10 years. You'll be there. But it starts now. And this is that instruction for you that you're hearing, is you need to start now. If you were wondering if this is the right time for you to start doing that, there's your sign. And this includes every aspect of your life. So not just emotional stuff, but yes, because everything is affected by our emotions, whether it's regarding a romantic relationship or a family relationship, a friend relationship, a work relationship. You see where I'm going with this? Everything's about relationships and how we move through that. And the Ace of Cups is telling you it's time for a new direction, a new path, a new place that excites you, that brings you hope and joy and a positive outlook. All right? This is all within your grasp now. You just have to let go. You have to open your hands. Stop holding on to that small little vestige of whatever it is that feels like security for you, however that applies in your life, whether it's the relationship stuff or financial, physical, environmental, however it is. Your stability comes from you. Don't be looking for other people to make you feel secure. You can be completely alone and have absolutely nobody in your life, no family, no friends, no partner, no work experience relationships. You could be completely devoid, a hermit up in the mountain somewhere, and you would still be engaging in emotionally. You'd be engaging with the plants and the animals and the rocks and whatever, you would be doing whatever. We are emotional creatures, and all of this information from this reading is telling us it is now time to do something new. That is, all aces are always encouraging us to move on. Let it go. Whatever it is, does not matter. Okay? Reconnect with your intuition that's coming in from your heart. Ask yourself how you feel about that. And then take action. Okay? What I wanted to pull an oracle card, and so I grabbed the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh, and I pulled card number 36, which is clarity. How appropriate is that? So we start out with, obviously, number 36 reduces down to a 9. That is the most perfect of the Tesla 369 perfected number series. There's a lot of power in this card. Green, obviously, heart energy, same thing we've been talking about in this reading, as well as Herkimer diamonds. I'm sure that the majority of us don't have those lying around necessarily, but that energy comes through right from this card directly. So all you have to do is just kind of focus in on the card. You can actually put your hand, if you don't have an interactive screen, or just above it and just hover your hand or actually touch the image, and you will it'll feel electric, man. This is an amazing card. I love this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. 12 points, and there's probably 24, 25, 26. So 20, there we are. Yeah, I love this. The grid itself is got a lot of power going in. I see seed of life here that it's built on. Really, really lovely. What does the book say for us for card number 36 for clarity? We know the Herkimer diamond, and that's going to be at the center. So our card is representing clarity, attunement, and potential. And again, we have the Herkimer diamond at the center. We also have quartz scepters, as well as quartz as the perimeter there. So yes, lots of quartz energy. If you have any quartz laying around and you want to grab one, feel free to do that. If you don't have, again, this energy is coming to you probably so strong you don't need any assistance with that at all from the card itself, the image. All right. A time of clarity awaits you. Your questions have been heard. You have asked for answers, and the situation is about to become crystal clear. It may also be time for you to be clear with your intentions. When you know what you want, your thoughts send out a clear intention to the universe for a law of attraction action to manifest it for you. Herkimers are small crystals, but very powerful ones. So too can a small but clear intent be powerful. When you feel stuck around a situation or are not manifesting what you want in your life, it could be a time where you need to assess exactly what you want and how it would look if you already had it. Sometimes what you think you want isn't what you want at all. Sit down and really think about what you want your life to look like, or the job or car or partner that you desire. Whatever it is you really wish to have, picture yourself having already achieved it, and then feel if that is really what you want. Once you have that picture clear in your mind, the universe can bring it to you. Because if you don't know what you want, the universe can't bring it to you. Now, that's pretty clear. Herkimers clear your chakras and remove blockages, which helps to activate your light body and discover your soul purpose by helping you release past life trauma. They are strongly associated with your crown chakra, which is your connection to your soul purpose and the higher realms. It is a good tool to meditate with or ask for guidance when in need. And we have a little exercise here. Again, we don't have to hold a Herkimer diamond in our hand. That energy is coming to us from the image on the card itself. But Herkimer diamonds are also known as the stones of attunement. If you will wish to attune to your environment, or as a healer, to attune to your client's energy, use a Herkimer diamond. Wear or carry one when you're speaking in public. Ask to be attuned to the energy in the room and call on spirit to work through you. Meditate with Herkimer to gain clarity and higher insight around issues you might have. They are extremely high vibration stones. So, if you start to feel a bit scattered or ungrounded, remove the Herkimer from your energy field or use black tourmaline to ground you. Yes, indeed. And I will just add that anytime you're working with stones, whatever they are, the only time that it doesn't apply is if you're working with any green stones for the heart chakra, specifically, because that is the center. But everything else on either side of the spectrum, so third chakra, fifth chakra, second chakra, sixth chakra, first chakra, seventh chakra, like that, right? Make sure that you're balancing the energy. Think of it like a teeter-totter. If you go all the way down, you're going to hit the ground and it's going to hurt. If you go all the way up, you're going to fly up, and that's not going to be good either. That's completely unstable. And that's why a lot of times if you're doing a lot of work with a specific chakra, a specific set of chakras, like you want to work on a whole bunch of grounding stuff, you can kind of lose sight of the big picture a lot of times, kind of get too focused on that grounding experience. Same applies in the opposite direction. If we're doing too much with the crown chakra, we get kind of locked into the idea of encouraging our spiritual gifts kind of thing and working with the third eye. That energy is very high energy. It's very ethereal and it needs grounding. And that's what this energy is here. We're working with the crown chakra. So make sure that after you do whatever the meditation or the practice that you're working with, that crystal of quartz or Herkimer diamond, those clear crystals in the higher realms, literally, that you grab some tourmaline, red jasper, obsidian, anything that, just touch your plants, kind of touch the leaves on the plants and rub some soil between your fingers if you have any house plants. Make sure that you're grounding, okay? That's the summary for that. I can go on and on and on with that, so I won't. So what do we have for the reading for our summary? We know that we're leaving the dark night of the soul. I don't even want to really look at that card, but we don't bury our heads in the sand. We don't hide from what we are experiencing. We do acknowledge that we've had enough of that. We have picked up whatever lessons we want to pick up at this time. We can always go back. We're going to go back anyways. We don't go in circles, we go in spirals. And the intention is to continue moving up the path, moving up the staircase, up that spiral staircase. So you may be revisiting something that you've been going through, patterns repeating in whatever area of your life. And this reading is just simply telling you, yes, you're right, that stuff keeps happening. Do you want to keep going in that circle, or do you want to start ascending up the spiral staircase and get out of that? When you're going to revisit it, it's going to look the same, but you're going to have a different response to it, which is going to change the outcome. And it affects your past as well as your future. Your future, your current actions that you're taking are going to affect your past. If you want more information on that, drop a comment and let me know, and I'll be happy to do an extra video on how your current and future actions affect your past. Because it's a really big subject and requires a lot of time to be just looking at that in general. All right, that is our reading for the day, guys. I know I kind of go on and on with stuff, but I think that I've asked the universe to give me everything that is important for you to get, and I think that's about it. So again, if you feel like liking, subscribing, if you want to comment, that's great. I do love reading your comments. I'll always respond to them. And it's just a nice way to be able to connect with you guys as personally as we can. At some point, if the channel gets big enough, maybe we'll do outings. We're going to places and meeting in person. Maybe we'll do live stuff. I've been trying to work on getting better equipment right now instead of the laptop camera thing that I've got going. I'm going to be continuing to try to help with that as well. So have the most amazing day. Have the most amazing week. Have the most amazing life. You are amazing. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you agree with me or not, doesn't matter. You still are. So go off and be your most amazing self. This is your opportunity to take that new step. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.